Hi, boys and girls. So today on Tuesday here, we're going to keep talking about asking and answering questions. And as we do, let's start by showing my screen. Okay, here we go. Here's an anchor chart. We could have made it at school ourselves, but since we're not there, here we go. When we are asking questions, we ask questions to help us to understand. We ask questions before, during, and after we read a text. So can we ask a question before we start reading? Can we stop in the middle and ask a question? Yep. And should we ask questions after we get done reading a text? Yes. Why should we ask questions? Because it helps us better understand what we just read. Now, when we answer a question, answering questions, we use the text, the words, or pictures to find our answers. So we have to go back to the article, back to the book, whatever it was that we're reading, and that's where we find our answers. Here's some good question words. We can start our sentence with who, when, why, what, where, or how. Those are all good words to help us start asking questions. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a picture, and then you're going to ask an easy question like the ones we practiced last time. Questions that are just like yes or no, or just my opinion, and then I'm going to have you write a strong question. Let me model the first one for you here. So we're going to take a look at these monkeys. Cute little monkeys. And I want you to practice writing a question. Let's start with the easy question. And then think about a strong question. I'm just going to show you mine on this first one so I can model it for you. Here we go. So here's my question. My easy question, oh, don't forget to put your header. Mrs. Fairborn is what I wrote. You write your name. 5/11/2020, that's our number date. And then our title today is Questions, Lesson 2. If you need just time to write all that down, you can pause my video for a second. Okay, easy question. Do you like monkeys? Let's see, I ended it with a question mark. That's an easy question because it's just your opinion. Now let's talk about a stronger question. What kind of monkeys are these? And so now you either have to know a lot about monkeys or you have to have something to read about and figure out, or we can go to the internet and find them. But somewhere along the way, you have to work to be able to know the answer. And so that's a stronger question. What kind of monkeys are these? Now, let's take a look at I always get lost here. Okay, stop sharing. There we go. Okay. And then let's take a look at some different picture now. So instead of looking at the monkeys, let's take a look at the next picture. Here we go. Here's a picture of 3 firefighters that are trying to put out a fire. What would be an easy question? Something you could answer just by looking at the picture, or something that you already know. What would be a harder question, a stronger question, something we would have to read about to find out the answers? I'm going to give you a minute to think about that. And okay, so if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. But if you're ready, let's see what questions you came up with, and then I will share what questions I came up with. On my first question, I was looking at what they were wearing, and I thought to myself, I bet they wear all those things to protect themselves. So I asked, what do firefighters wear to protect themselves? And then I could answer that easily by looking at the picture, right? They have their fireman jacket, and fireman pants, fireman hats. They have goggles they can put on if they need to. They have gloves. So we can see a lot of things right here just from the picture. So that's a pretty easy question, isn't it? Then the second question that I thought of, the stronger question, was how heavy is their hose? Because I was wondering that, how hard is it to hold that hose, because there's 3 of them holding it. And so that's a little stronger question because I don't know the answer to it. I would probably have to look it up somewhere, or maybe it would be in the text that would go with this picture. So let me stop this sharing and share Visual Finder. Sorry, this is always hard to figure out. Okay, you probably can't see that yet, so let me try that again. Let me just share my Visual Finder. There it is. Okay, so now we have these 2 questions. What do firefighters wear to protect themselves? Now, did your question have to be the same as mine? No, it just has to be an easy question. And here's our strong question. How heavy is their hose? Hopefully you thought of one different than I did. So I'll be looking forward to reading yours. Make sure you submit them today. Now let's go back. Stop sharing. There we go. Okay, let's do one last picture. And this time, I am not going to write down a question. I'm just going to let you figure it out. Here's our next picture. All right. Write an easy question and then write a strong question. Easy peasy. Should I give you a couple of examples? Would you like to ride in a truck? Do you think trucks are cool? Those kind of questions. Easy questions. Questions that you just have to say yes or no. Go ahead and write your question down. And then come up with a strong question. Something that we would have to read about to know the answer. Something probably about trucks. Maybe that we could start with the word like how. Okay, good luck at finishing that strong question. And that's today's assignment. So you did great. I look forward to finding your responses and keep getting smarter and smarter. Talk to you later.